Hey guys, what's up? It's me, PigBoy25 here, and today I am bringing you my first video of 2017. Now, what better way to kick off the year than to state what I could possibly be doing come the on-season for amusement parks of 2017? Because I'm starting to get really, feel the off-season blues, I'm not gonna lie. So, of course, I'm already going to start talking about 2017, get my hopes up, and then realize my next roller coaster ride will probably not come for another 4 months or so. 4 months. It's sad. So, yeah. Before we start, it's a new year. 2016, love it or not, behind us. It's in the books, it's history, it's done. And the best part about being a coaster enthusiast, every year brings new travels, new credit opportunities that are always available. Everyone has a plan to go somewhere. Whether it's local, you're going to go ride the best coaster in another continent. I'll reveal a park or a clump of parks that usually will have the same criteria to visit, filled by a status ranging from confirmed, which only one park is confirmed at the meantime, and from possible, very likely, maybe, various ranges of uncertainty. Some more confident than others. I will not include parks that I will not visit, because there's so many of them, they're a waste of your space, or my space, and a waste of your time. I'll also list a few notable credits. Some of them are repeat parks, some of them are brand new, never been to them, never been in the area. And I'll clear one thing up now. I did say last year that I could be visiting Edmonton with my family. I will not be visiting Edmonton with my family. We still will have the opportunity to go somewhere that I mentioned during that time, but I will not be going to Edmonton. I will not be having the chance to go to Galaxyland and ride the Mind Bender. I will not be able to ride that. And also, the biggest notice, all credit counts in the final part of the video will assume that all rides are open and operating. The final credit count can only be less when it comes to totals because of down rides or sudden removals or whatever it be. There's no way the parks have already announced their 2017 coasters. There's no way a new magical coaster that I'm going to ride is going to pop up in the next park I visit. It's not going to happen. We already know everything's going to be there. So, we'll start off. This is not a joke. Great America's confirmed. It's somewhat of a joke, actually, but I actually find a point in saying this. It proves I have no plans on relocating my place of residence or skipping the park. I've already bought and processed my 2017 passes. They'll be put in good use, especially on the Bring a Friend for free days. Some friends may do anything to ride Joker next year. Like, I have a couple friends who really want to try out Joker because they're GP. They can stay hyped. I'll tolerate it in the corner. I have a hunch that I will not like the ride, personally. It just might be too much. They might have crossed the line between a good, sensible ride and ridiculous. Notable credits, Joker, the new credit, which will probably have a 6-hour line. Raging Bull, my baby, and Goliath. You can't deny that it's most people's favorites, so I won't deny its existence. Moving on to the new parks. Great America, we already know it's my home park, my home major park. I have technicalities. Yeah, let's just move on. Six Flags Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, and Universal Studios Hollywood. Very likely. My grandfather, amongst the family, has been having a plan to take me and my brother, and the same cousins that I'll be mentioned a couple times in this video. I will not mention their names. Basically, it's 4 teenagers and a 70-year-old grandpa with a bit of crabbiness, going to Los Angeles by plane. Six Flags Magic Mountain is the most likely of the 3 that we'll visit. It's our top priority for amusement parks. We have the passes to get in. We can park for free. We can get in for free. And there's 15 coaster credits waiting to be there. Universal Studios Hollywood is our second priority, as it is more local from the hotel than Magic Mountain. Same with downtown Los Angeles. And my brother and the younger cousin really wanted to visit there again. Those two have been to Los Angeles before, and they really like Universal Studios Hollywood. And I'll get a +1 from that, and I'll probably get a few nice virtual reality flat rides. I don't know. I mean, I'm not opposed to going there. It just isn't my priority. However, I pushed Knott's Berry Farm across the table. It was originally rejected at first, but after some research, it's our most likely third destination. It's our third priority, but it's still very likely. and we aren't as far north as we were as my brother was in previous years. So it's more going to be a 30 to 40 minute drive, 45 minute drive, assuming the traffic isn't outright ridiculous. There's a lot of notable pickup credits here. Ghost Rider, Accelerator, Tatsu, Twisted Colossus, Full Throttle, Superman Krypton Coaster, Revenge of the Mummy, Silver Bullet, and more. Plenty of notable credits, and plenty of good rides that could possibly crack the top. Now we're going to start straying away from very likely things. We're going to start visiting the realm of uncertainty. Currently, my mother's slated to have a business conference, or whatever it be, in Minneapolis come June. The only problems with visiting Valley Fair and Nickelodeon Universe both is time and conflicting interests. We only have a weekend, and my brother has completely different plans than I do if we visit together. I personally would rather visit Valley Fair than Nickelodeon Universe, because I really want to try out Renegade, and there's more coaster credits. My brother really wants to go to Mall of America and Nickelodeon Universe in general. He always wanted to go to Mall of America. However, he's always lost the majority vote to Cedar Point or other amusement parks. And since Nickelodeon Universe is the presence of the mall, it will most likely be an all-day affair. We'll see what plays out. I mean, I really hope I can visit both parks. I mean, if I only spend like a couple hours at Nickelodeon Universe, then Blitzkrieg Valley Fair, I think it just might be able to work in a day. And it's all in the Minneapolis area. I want to spend a day exploring Minneapolis because I've heard the city is very nice. I've heard a lot of nice things about Minneapolis. And notable credits are Wild Thing, Renegade, SpongeBob SquarePants, Rock Bottom Plunge, Steel Venom, and more. But those are like the notable four. The big three of Valley Fair and the main attraction of Nickelodeon Universe. Now we're going to start getting to the things where it's just all it is talk at this point. There's no direct planning. These are parks in New England. I visited Six Flags New England last year. Pardon me about that. I just recently ingested a soda because I need caffeine. Yeah, we're trying to start a yearly tradition going out to Boston, my second cousin's house, Jack, for up to a week. Last year, this is how I visited Six Flags New England. However, his home park is Kenobi Lake, which will most likely be our first place to go. Lake Compounce is about equal distance from his house from Six Flags New England. They're both about an hour and a half away. We most likely be able to visit one, but depending on how long we go and how willing they are to drive, we can probably push all three of them across the table even. I know Jack really liked a couple coasters in New England. He loved Wicked Cyclone. He'd never been on it. We both went on our first rides together, and he loved it. Kenobi Lake, it's the most reasonable commute, and Lake Compounce, I mean, it's a nice, quaint, small park. It's a bit of a drive, but it's nice, regardless. And we can still get in free to New England, or I can. And if we time it to bring a friend for free day, that's perfect situation right there. Notable credits. Some old ones are Superman the Ride, Wicked Cyclone, Batman the Dark Knight, and some new ones are Boulder Dash, Bucket List Wooden Coaster there, Untamed, Yankee Cannonball, Phobia Fear. Then you polish off with some of the lesser things like Kenobi Corkscrew, Wildcat, and Zoomerang for the parks that I've not visited. And of course, everything I've already ridden in New England. Also, Goliath at New England. Now that hopefully we'll be out of maintenance, I might be able to actually make up that credit. And this is pretty much like little chance here. There's a recent development that might help my chances. Indiana Beach and or Mount Olympus. They're small enough and local enough. Both of these parks are 2.5 hours away. I can complete the entire visit in a day. Drive there, stay there, come back, one day. It'll take some convincing. It'll take probably my own admission money and some gas money to complete. But it's possible and will depend heavily on the financial situation. Also, with a recent development, one of my mother's friend's friend, or former boyfriend, still good friends with, I visited Great America with him a few times. His name's JJ. He's willing to take me to some of these parks with proper planning because he loves to ride coasters as well, despite him not knowing a lot about the more specific knowledge of CE. He's a GP, he knows some things, but at least he has a passion for riding coasters. He loves them. So hopefully I can convince him to take me to one or both of these parks. Possibly even further, depending on how we go, because he also works at a hotel chain. He works for Hilton. So he basically has discounted hotel stays, so that I could take advantage of that. So we might go even further, like 6 hours out. Depends. We gotta see what happens. Notable credits are Steel Hog, Hades 360, Hoosier Hurricane, Zeus, Lost Coast to Superstition Mountain, and a couple more. But those are the notable five. Like, those are some of the five best coasters of the park. Hey, I've heard... I'm not going to talk about that. I might make a prediction video if I'm actually going. Or you can just hear my thoughts on other videos. If you want to hear my thoughts on these parks, just tell me. I'll make another fan source content. And we're gonna start getting a little bit desperate here. Cedar Point, Kings Island, Six Flags St. Louis, Holiday World, more local parks. They're possible, but don't get your hopes up. I could go with JJ, or we could plan a mini family vacation, because I'm not getting much from my immediate family this year for vacations. I mean, then again, I did receive a gift for my birthday, which most of this PowerPoint was written before my birthday last month. It's good for one visit to a park up to 6 hours away, which includes Cedar Point, Holiday World, Six Flags St. Louis, Kings Island, and Kentucky Kingdom. My cousins mentioned, the same cousins I'm going to California with, they've expressed interest in going to Cedar Point. And discussions were not made at Christmas lunch because the younger one was out with a stomach bug. Stomach flu, one of the things that just causes lots of vomiting and diarrhea. I had that too last week, if you're wondering. TMI. I mean, I don't know how many new credits I can get off of this, because if I take my cousins with, one is older than me, one of them is younger than me, if I take them with, I'm probably not going to get that many new credits, because the younger one in particular has never been to Cedar Point. Gasp. Yes, very strong gasp. He's never been there, and he really wants to go. So I would happily do that, because the worst day at Cedar Point is better than the best day of doing absolutely nothing during the summer. Even if it's pissing rain. Notable credits. The only new credits I can get are from Holiday World, Kentucky Kingdom, or other local parks, as well as Mystic Timbers. And then, of course, you got classic rides like Maverick, Millennium Force, Diamondback, Top Thrill Dragster, Banshee, and even more. And we'll get to the totals. Okay, so here's a count of all the new credits I can attain from these parks. Great America has 1 credit, which is the Joker. Magic Mountain is 15 credits. I'm excluding the 4 kiddie coasters because I'm not riding those, because I'd look really bad doing that, because I'm a big man. Universal Studios Hollywood, 1 credit. Knott's Berry Farm, 9 credits. Valley Fair, 7. Nickelodeon Universe, 3. Six Flags New England, 2. Their new Joker and Goliath. Lake Kenobi, or Lake Compounds, my god. Lake Kenobi, oh goodness. Lake Compounds, 4. Kenobi Lake, 3. Indiana Beach, 5. Mount Olympus, 4. Kings Island, 1. Holiday World, 4. And then possibly more if we visit some of the more obscure parks in neighboring states like Dollywood, Silver Dollar City, Worlds of Fun, Kentucky Kingdom, Kennywood, Adventureland, and even more in the area. Like even maybe like Beach Bay Boardwalk or something with the Kentucky Rumbler, or visiting some obscure parks like Storyland, riding the Rorosaurus, or the Excalibur CCI wooden coaster in Maine while I'm out there. But I'm sticking within reason. I mean, then again, KK and Adventureland are legitimate possibilities for the 6-hour coupon. My least amount, 0 to 1 credits. 0 is only possible if I don't visit Great America at all, or if I do visit and the thing doesn't open all of 2016. Or I never catch it open. It's unlikely, so I'm just going to chalk it up at the very least amount, 1 credit. Greatest amount, 59 plus. All the things on this list that have numbers next to them is 59 total. And possibly more if I stretch out. But my predicted range is 29 to 44. My prediction is that I will pick up Joker, I will pick up all the things in Los Angeles, and I will pick up at least Nickelodeon Universe. But the most, I'll pick up all the things in California, the Joker, all the things in Minneapolis, at least Lake Compounds, which is the most amount of credits I can receive, and then possibly Holiday World, which will get me the most credits for the coupon. I don't think I'll get any more than like 44, 45 credits. And also like one of the parks, like Indiana Beach. But I think both of them are possible. Like there's a lot of math that goes around here, but it's just a lot of predictions. That's basically all it is. But anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, feel free to be active on it, like, comment, and even if subscribe. That's like the best thing you can do. I'm not doing this for money, but it's good to get my name out there. I hope you guys have started off 2017 well. I know it's been an average start for me, just back to the daily grind. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to be active, like I said. And as always, peace.